Are you a Warhammer fan? Want to start making your own cosplay arsenal? Well, today we're going to print a basic Imperial Pistol. See you guys inside. Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, as I said, we are printing a basic, simple Imperial Pistol. So this model was found on Thingiverse. Really enjoyed the model. Very simplistic print. Even with a flaw that happened during my print process that is not the print's fault, it's actually my printer. This still came out to be a really awesome print, a really good little prop, cosplay, or whatever you want to use it for, but it's pretty neat. It's just a small Imperial Pistol that you can print easily on an Ender 3 or even a smaller printer. As long as it's big enough to handle this main centerpiece, you can probably get away with something even smaller than the Ender 3. We're going to print it all in one batch in one print, which is pretty cool. But this was just a great little model. I'm a huge fan of Warhammer 40k, and this kind of just sat in there as something I thought I would enjoy printing. So we're going to get those over to the computer. We're going to get the model on the plate, and we're going to go get this one printing. I did print this on an Ender 3, so we're going to get over there. So let's get ready to hop over to the computer. But before we do, if you enjoy the content you see on this channel, you want to keep going with me, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that way you keep getting updates and also know what's coming out on the channel. If there's something that you would like to see printed or just have a question about in regard to 3D printing, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear it. And most of all, I ask, if you guys can, help share the channel, help us grow, keep us going. Every little piece of help is greatly appreciated on our side. So let's hop over to the computer and let's get this thing printed. All right, here we are at the computer. Here's the model that I'm talking about and that we're going to print. It is by the TRN, Warhammer 40k handgun. So this model is pretty cool, pretty simplistic, and I love the look of it. It just looks gorgeous. Their paint job that in this picture is beautiful, and the parts are all broken down. My only complaint with this model was there was not a complete model, so it's all just in parts. That was my only complaint about this one, but it's all in pieces and works, you know, they all work really well. Now, I already have this all pulled in the Cura, so you can see I lined up all the parts. This is on an Ender 3 build plate. So everything lines up really well, every single piece in that image. One thing I do have to say, total kudos on the model maker, is this pin set here. So they made all the pins that when you put it together, and I'll show underneath, there's pinholes for those alignment pins to easily put this together. And they did make it too where you could actually take normal bolts, which I have not done in my model, which you guys will see later, and put them in here for an aesthetic effect. To make it actually look like bolts and screws holding the gun together, which is just a beautiful touch, and total kudos on this. But this is every piece slated on the Ender 3 plate. Let's start up here at the top here with just some of my settings. Layer height, you know, I'm doing this with pretty fine detail. I'm using Inland PLA plus PLA white to do my print. Infill density, I'm not doing very much. I'm just going to do it at 10%. It doesn't need to have a lot. It can be lightweight. Gonna print at temperature 215 with my plate at 60 degrees. Travel, make sure, because one thing you want to make sure is that your traction distance and your traction speed are good. You don't want a lot of stringing and stuff because we have a lot of pieces on here, so it could easily string as it goes back and forth. And make sure you have your Z-hop when you're tracted, so it lifts up a little bit and doesn't knock another part off your print plate. Support, I had it at 80%. That's mainly just to support these holes to form as it prints the model and make sure it doesn't, you know, collapse and fill those in so we can't use the pegs. I did print mine on a raft. That's why mine's laid out in a certain way. All the pieces you see are not going to be pieces we need to see. They're all internal pieces. So all the nice, pretty external pieces are all sitting out where they're going to look fantastic, and where all the connection points on the build plate, they're all hidden within the pistol. So nothing crazy there. And then experimental, I don't really have much going on there. I am using a 5mm raft just to keep everything attached. Now, you guys will notice when you watch the time lapse, we had a little boo-boo right here. Mine peeled back from the plate. It warped right here just a little bit. Not enough to make the model unusable, but It's probably just a problem with my build plate. Probably got cold in that corner right there and just warped up. But luckily, it's completely salvageable. And actually, I'm thinking about just kind of taking a Dremel and kind of tearing up that spot. Just to give it kind of some more wear and tear look when I do finally paint this. So then towards the end, you guys will see here, something a little different is me actually assembling the pistol. I haven't done footage like this, so tell me if you guys like it. Leave me a comment down below. But let's hop over to the printer. Let's get this thing printed. So guys, we're about halfway through here, and I want to take a moment to add that, hey, I've opened up a Patreon page. If you want to support this channel, help with getting filament and having choices that you see of what's printed on this model, come join me over on Patreon. There's 4 different levels. Each level has a total different set of benefits to it. I hope you guys come over, join us, become a supporter of the channel, and enjoy that benefit. Also, if you're thinking about 3D printing, over on mastermind.com, I have created an intro course for 3D printing with filament printers. So if you guys are interested and curious about that, that link is also down in the description. Head on over and take a look at the course. Alright guys, well, that's the print process. Pretty quick, simple little print. Assembly was pretty straightforward and simple. So, there it is. There's your own Imperial Pistol that you can print yourself. Hang on your wall or put in with your other knickknacks. I'm going to go put this with the Mando's pistol and Mando's rifle. And we're going to, and the Space Marine helmet, of course. But it's just a simple thing. Now, if you guys want to see this one printed, or see this one painted, let me know down in the comments below. And also, I'll show you what I'm going to do with this flaw where it actually warped during the print process. What I'm going to do with that, if you want to see that as well. So, there we go. There's the simple pistol. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We will see you guys next time.